Alright, welcome back to a brand new game, but it's not Monster Hunter Rise, even though I said it would be. Yeah, so I decided to well, this is sort of on a whim. I decided to record some Titanfall 2 gameplay, Frontier Defense, which I'll try and explain what I'm actually doing as I go along, but yeah, it might be confusing if you're not really all that familiar with Titanfall 2, and if you're not really that familiar with Frontier Defense, especially. Actually, for those of you who are wondering, I have the recording software for Monster Hunter Rise all set up, ready to go. I just haven't, actually gotten around to doing it yet. But either way, welcome to Titanfall 2, 5 years later, I'm still playing. Well, actually, I've been playing since around, I think, 2018-ish. So, obviously, this is a lot different than my usual Monster Hunter content, which is more of a third-person action RPG, and this is a first-person shooter with giant robots. So, if you're... So the basically premise of Frontier Defense is that it's sort of a... It's basically, it is what it is. It's a defense game. You defend against 5 waves of enemy titans, and you have a... However, sure, you can see the health percentage up there in my top left. 100% right now. And if it dies, well, you get 2 retries on this difficulty at least. I'm playing regular, which is... Honestly, it's a bit easy for me. I prefer playing on hard, but there weren't any hard matches open, so here we are. And so what we're all doing right now is we're stealing batteries. If you rodeo Titan, which means you climb up on top of it, you can essentially steal a battery off of him. That gives you full shield for your Titan and also 1 bar of health. So we're all trying to steal up that stuff. And the weapon I'm using right now is the Spitfire, which is a big... Basically, it's a handheld LMG. Get a lot of ammo. And it's pretty toxic in solo queue, but in Frontier Defense, it's actually pretty good. So you can see my tactical, which is my grapple hook, which has 2 charges. I've been using that to just fly around the map. It's the only one I ever use because, if you can become Spider-Man, why wouldn't you? And my ordnance, which you can see is my Q, that is actually that's a what is it called? Gravity Star, which pulls enemies. You can see like that. So these are stalkers. They're trying to rush the harvester and explode. So the tactic here is to actually shoot them in the leg, because then they can only crawl. So if you're thinking about playing this game, there's a strat for you. There's the grunts, they're just basically soldiers. On this difficulty, you don't have to worry about them. They do no damage. Pretty much just free kills. And then you may have seen my charge rifle, which is actually my anti-Titan weaponry. And you can see down there right below my main gun, you can see my little pistol, say RE45, which is a machine pistol. And there I go, messing up one of my grapple hooks, because we're actually going to get grabbed the last Nuke Titan. Nuke Titans are interesting. They're big they're the big heavy Titans, and the gimmick with them is that they explode once they enter Doom state, because once you lose all your health, you enter Doom, which basically means anyone can run up and execute you, but you're not dead yet, technically. So, if you're good enough, you can actually get out of it using, I think amp batteries can get you out of it, and you can buy them from the hardpoint. So every round you get money for doing certain stuff. Earning wave MVP, flawless defense, no deaths, and just finishing the wave. And you get some money from buying stuff. So I'm actually going pretty quick here because I've done this about 1,000,000 times. And after the first wave, there's no Titans, but you can't use Titans first wave. But after the first wave, you automatically get a Titan. And so what I actually bought there was amped weapons, which just gives you bonus on your regular weapons. Cheap, everyone buys it every single round. Actually, once you don't have to rebuy it unless you die. Then that right there is an arc trap. It stuns enemies, with the exception of arc titans. If they run over it, it's pretty useful. It also does a tiny bit of damage, but it's basically no damage. You don't have to worry about it. Don't think about it. And so the Titan I'm playing this round is actually Ion. Ion is probably my favorite Titan in the whole game. Really love playing Ion. She's basically sort of an offensive roamer. She likes to roam around and kill people. So, which is basically my ideal playstyle. Yeah, you can see they're still spawning like grunts and stalkers, but I'm just meleeing them because no point in pulling out the splitter rifle. See, that's my splitter rifle. The main gimmick with that is if you lean in, you'll actually get a spread. And then you can see me dropping the, oh man, it's so, I forget how fast the combat is. I'm used to like Monster Hunter where I have a lot of time to like talk about stuff, but I'm just sort of zooming through stuff so quickly. But yeah, these are the Reapers. They're basically just robots that like to jump around, they shoot rockets at you. In hard difficulties, they actually spawn these little ticks, which are basically explode robots, well, suicide robots. And they're pretty annoying to deal with. They can kill you very easily if you're not careful. Oh man, I didn't know how bad the frame rate was on this. Jeez. I'm gonna have to fix that for next time. We'll see. We'll see what I can do about that. And so you can see my abilities. I have my shield, which is my vortex shield. That it actually absorbs incoming damage and you can shoot it back out of people. Only deals a percentage back, but it's still really useful. And you can see my G, which is my tactical. That's my tripwire mines. So exactly what it sounds like. They're tripwire. You saw me use them earlier. They drop out in front of you, and if you run over them, they explode. And finally, there's the Q, which is the laser shot. And the bar on my left is actually my energy meter. So a lot of Titan's abilities are tied to cooldowns. Not Ion, all her abilities are tied to her energy meter, so she has to keep that up constantly. And there's Monarch. Yeah, I'm actually playing with a Monarch. He's dropping his energy smoke, which gives you shield back. Yeah, there's the RA-45. It's fun to use, but I basically never do because the Spitfire is just objectively better. It's useful in solo queue, I think, in solo queue because I believe there's limited ammo here, but I'm pretty sure there's some limited ammo. Yeah, here I'm buying a turret, which is, they just automatically shoot people. Pretty simple. They have health though, so they can actually go down. And on all the way on the left, bottom left, that's my core meter. That's gonna build up slowly over time, and once you build up all the way, get core, and basically that means it's basically like your ultimate. It's similar to Overwatch, but Titanfall 2 came out before Overwatch. It's also better, you know, just saying. Yeah, so now we got Arc Titans finally. Yeah, these guys are really annoying. They're fast, and they have what's really annoying about them is an arc field that damages you, and also like makes a sort of glitch effect on your screen, which makes it like nearly impossible to see. And they're really annoying to play against. I absolutely hate them. But Ion's actually pretty good to them because she has really good stuff from long range. So yeah, you can see my core's all the way built up. I'm not going to drop it. I can actually drop it here in just a second. So let's see what that looks like. If you remember what those little green bars at the bottom of my screen, those are actually my Aegis rank. Frontier Defense has this thing where as you play more, as you complete more games, you get Aegis rank, and at certain Aegis ranks you'll gain upgrades. And I have all 7 of them, which basically means I have max Aegis rank on all 7 Titans. Yeah, there's a Scorch Titan. Lots of good AoE, but he's really slow. It's sort of disadvantage. And he's got like no good long range stuff. But Scorch is actually insane on this map, but no one's playing him. I thought about playing Scorch, but ended up deciding against it. Yeah, there you can see my spread shot. If I lean in with the splitter rifle, so then I spread on him. It also burns, but it burns. The disadvantage with the spread shot is that it burns through energy, so you have to be kind of careful. Yeah, there's Tone using his shield to block me out. I'm gonna get both of them, I believe. If you melee down to like Doom Titans like that, you can actually get what is it called, executions, but I haven't been able to get close enough to get an execution. So yeah, not real much of a point. Here we go. I'm actually gonna I'm actually have a Titan. What is it called? My Titan kit right now is Grand Cannon, which makes it last longer, and Ion's last Aegis rank is Reflex Cannon, which essentially refreshes the cooldown of my ultimate every time. Well, it refreshes the duration of my ultimate every time I get a kill. So you can effectively keep it up for theoretically forever, but realistically you're gonna get like 3 or 4 or 5 kills before it goes down. You can see me buying a battery and a direct trap. Mark dropping his energy shield, or his energy smoke, energized smoke, whatever. Yeah. I was gonna try and buy another arc trap, but someone needed a bit of the money, so couldn't do it. It's, you know, it's whatever. I think I actually forget I have a. Yeah, I think I actually straight up forgot I had an arc trap in my inventory. Nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, Legion is using Auto Titan, which is Auto Titans are actually they're really bad. So when you're out of your Titan, out of your Titan, it has like a AI that controls it, and it's Scorch is good. Most of the other ones are pretty terrible. There's a chip you can get which allows them to be better, but even still, they're pretty terrible. Alright, so this is the drone wave, as I like to call it. So Rise is one of the easiest maps in the game because it has 3 very obvious waves, lanes that Titans move, that your enemies have to move around. The only exception to that is the drone wave, where they basically spam like 50. You can see in the. I'm tabbing out here so you can see the kinds of enemies and the number that are coming. But they spam like 50 drones at you, and it's. That's why you buy all those turrets, because you need them to defend the harvester for you, otherwise shield's gonna go down. Yeah, you can see me moving to the leftmost lane here. Actually, get where I end up going, but yeah, I think I just ended up poking these Titans mid. Yeah, they use the plasma drones. They actually do a lot of damage to Titans, way more than you would expect. And there's a couple maps where they absolutely spam drones at you. Most notably, Drydock has a bunch of them. Yeah, this is why I hate the Auto Titans, because they just stand in the way and you can't get it to move unlike regular people. So, they're taking a crap ton of damage there. For basically no reason. Yeah. Continue here drilling the Scorches. Yeah, they have. Scorch has very good AoE, but he's pretty bad at range, which is why I'm just able to just back off and keep shooting at him. Surprised I managed to exhaust all my topics, but yeah. So I'm playing with a Monarch, a Tone, and a Legion. So Monarch is sort of a supporter Titan. She gets more powerful as the game goes on. Her upgrade core allows her to sort of get way better as long as she's doing like consistent damage. Yeah, there you go. You can just wipe out all those Titans with the laser core. And Tone he's good at range. He used to be the best Titan in the game because of how broken his he's sort of like a 1-2-3 punch combo that allowed him to sort of wipe anyone off the face of the planet. Nowadays he's like more reasonable. It's like he's still good, obviously, but he's not just like so broken that everyone was complaining about how stupidly overpowered he was. What else? I was about to say something. But yeah, Legion's he's basically a tank. He has a lot of health, he has a gun shield, and mode switch. I'd actually have to play Legion to show you how mode switch works. But basically, Legion's whole he's supposedly our tank, but the guy playing him has literally just let him sit in the back and take a bajillion damage, so He's actually a good Titan. I don't really like playing him all that much. He can be decent to play, but yeah, I think I just forgot there's an Archetype like that. But yeah, Legion, it's more the player being bad than the Titan being bad. Right, final wave on Rise is the one where they absolutely spam a gajillion nuke Titans at you. So you saw when I tabbed out there's like 39 of them coming. But yeah, if you're wondering what the C is, that's actually electric smoke. It's basically like an stationary AoE you just drop down. It does damage to Titans over time. That's what Monarch was dropping. Her smoke is special because it can actually give you shield back. Yeah, you can see me poking out the tone in the Ronin, sorry, Arc Titan here. Ronin's the normal Titan without like the Arc Shield. He's actually insanely good in this mode because of Sword Core. I'll have to like record a game of me playing Ronin and just super hard carrying with Sword Core one time. Yeah, you can see me I'm just trying to poke him out here because Ion's not one of those Titans you can just run in and just shoot people with. Or you can just like expect to just run in and kill people with. Basically that's what Ronin's job is. It's more of a poke style where you can poke with your pistol rifle. You can poke them with the laser shot, and if you get caught out in the open, you have your what is it for defense? Vortex shield, and then your tripwire mines basically just make people can't get close to you. Yeah, that was a bad laser core. Yeah, Mark dropping her smoke. Yeah, because they're all stacked together, you can really easily build up your core meter. It's kind of insane how fast you can build it with stuff like Flitter Shot. And there's so much I could talk about with this game because there's a lot of just really subtle stuff, like you can see the red on the cockpits is where you want to hit because that's their weak spot. And there's so I really, this is like one of those games where you really just you owe it to yourself to play it, if only for the story mode, because the story mode's absolutely incredible. Like I'd actually go out on limb and say it's probably the best FPS of the entire decade. Like, full stop. I'd probably make that argument. Just because how insanely good it is. Just competitive is insane. The story was like probably one of like the best stories ever. Just in terms of the gameplay and the levels they had. The story is kind of like it's like a solid story. It's not bad. I enjoyed playing through it. Like, I plan to eventually go play through it on like ultra hard mode because of how much fun it is. Although I'm gonna have to tweak my recording software so it isn't dropping this many frames, because good lord, that's pretty bad. Another cool thing you can do, you may have seen it for a second there, is you can actually ride friendly Titans. So you saw there was a guy on me riding me for my Titan for like a second. He was poking him out with his Thunderbolt. Get himself killed, ironically enough. Yeah, you can see, I think that guy back off to the right, he's actually going to use a nuke rodeo, which is a special thing you can buy where you can put it into a Titan and it automatically causes them to explode. So he's about to, yeah, there you go. About to blow up, and the other guy's going to blow up too. He gets both of them. If you're seeing the mini-map, you can actually see there's a blue Titan up there. That's the friendly Titan. What people occasionally will do, they'll try and do, is they'll drop their Titans on enemy Titans to get them to instantly explode. It's a cool way to try and kill Titans, so I think that's what he was probably trying to do. Although, I don't think it really worked out. I'm not sure how well it worked out for him. I think he might have ended up dying up there. Yeah. Laser cores. It's one of the coolest ultimates. Sorry, cores. I've been playing too much. Nah. Yeah, laser core is absolutely one of the most fun cores to use. Say, because Flight Core is really inconsistent. Upgrade Core is cool once, but it's like more of a spread out cool than like one moment of cool, I guess. And then what else? Salvo Core is pretty neat, but there's like some cool stuff you can do with Salvo Core that I haven't really been able to try out recently because I've been playing as much. I basically took like a 1 month break off the game after I maxed all the Titans in Aegis rank, and I just came back to it, and it is exactly as stupidly fun as I remember. Titanfall 2 is one of those games you just feel cool playing. You feel like amazing. It's one of those games it just feels amazing to play. You don't even have to you don't even really have to play very well just to feel cool playing it. But if you are playing really well, I wasn't playing like amazing well, but I'm playing decently well. But even still, it feels really amazing. There we go. Full game. Rather, one full game of Frontier Defense. Let me just eject here for the memes. But yeah, I mean, if you want to see more Titanfall 2 game from me, absolutely, say so, because I am more than happy to play it. It is a lot of fun. Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.